That week you guys had in the weight room where you showed A&M tape, that sit with you? 'Cause I know you showed every team in the off season. Just another team going by and remind you what you guys need to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's the only team we lost to, so that's about the only difference in it. But other than that, it's just another week.
What have you seen from their defense on
I mean, good defense. Do a good job of running their certain style defense that they ran. Got a lot of playmakers, so it's going to be a challenge for us.
Did you watch them Saturday night?
I did not. I didn't. Were they on TV?
It was on the internet, I guess.
No, I don't have a laptop, so.
Hey, how important will it be to get off to a fast start in a tough road environment like this?
I mean, it doesn't matter where you're playing. It's always, good to get off to a fast start. So it doesn't matter if we're playing there or home.
Have you communicated with Johnny this week, or will you?
When you look back at last year's game film, what do you take away from that?
That we lost. We just made mistakes, so just can't make the same mistakes we made last year.
How much time have you spent going over that last year's game to see what you're doing wrong and what you can do better this year? Is that something that you focused on?
No, that's last year. Turn the page. I don't really focus on what happened last year. No matter if we won or lost. I'm worried about this year and what we need to do to win this year. So.
Have you found generally that can you learn something from looking at old games, or is that basically what you're doing?
I mean, every once in a while, but teams usually change things up. They're not going to run the same things they ran against you last year. So, I mean, you can take away little things, but overall, I mean, they're going to change the way they played us a little. So.
What are you going to do to win this one? Just play what you do what you do, and feel better?
Yep. Not worry about them.
When was the last time you talked to Johnny?
Around media days, I think.
What was the tone of the conversation?
We're just friends, guys. I mean, y'all make this thing to be a lot bigger than it needs to be.
When you looked at the tape of Virginia Tech, it seemed like the outside the offense just wasn't clicking. I know it's a first game, but what are your impressions now that you've gone back and looked at it?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely weren't clicking by any means. Got to get better all the way across the board, myself included. So we just got to. We can't hurt ourselves. We can't, have negative plays to start the drive off. Can't be in second and long. Can't be in third and long. So that's probably the biggest thing. We got to stay, in front of the sticks. Can't get behind the sticks. Really.
Do you feel like most of the things that didn't go right at Tech then were more what you guys did than more than what they were doing?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, but everybody's acting like Virginia Tech's not a good team just because they're not ranked. They had an unbelievable defense. Coach Foster did a great job of throwing things at us that we hadn't seen from them. So, I mean, it's not like they're just some, regular old team. Virginia Tech can play. They're a good team in the ACC. So, but yeah, it's about what we do, and we hurt ourselves, in that game. So, can't do that this game.
Manziel made a lot of news this offseason, obviously, for things off the field. How do you personally handle the spotlight and just kind of everything that comes with being a star quarterback in the SEC?
Just be myself. I don't really. I mean, I've never been one to be in the spotlight, so everybody lives. I mean, the lifestyle different. So, I mean, people criticize him for being himself. So, I mean, everybody's got their opinion on something. I mean, that's what y'all get paid for, opinions.
Did you text him or anything during all that when he's going through all the scrutiny and all that?
I mean, that's between me and him. So, I think that's the best thing for that.
Did you watch much film of A&M this season during your off week? And if so, could you give me a general description of what you thought of their defense?
No, I mean, I watched very little during our off week. Our off week wasn't about them. It was about us getting better and things we need to do to help us on Saturday to be successful. So I wasn't really worried about them. I don't like spending too much time on one opponent.
AJ, not to make excuses, but how hard how mentally and physically tough was it coming off LSU last year?
I mean, I think it was just exhaustion, really. I mean, you know, I know it was a long game, full 60-minute game. Playing there takes a lot out of you, you know, at Death Valley. So, I mean, but we have no excuses. Came in here the next week and lost. Simple as that.
In that game, you guys don't have to come from behind often to win games. That was one thing, you know, that you did, the team did. Do you take I know you take pride in it, but just going there and winning like you did, that's something Alabama hadn't had to do in this current run.
Probably. I mean, I think, you know, the closest you can say to that is national championship against LSU, when everybody doubted us from losing the first time. So, yeah, that's probably the first time that we really had to grow up as a team and play a full 60-minute game and finish.
Any players for A&M's defense jump off the screen to you?
I mean, their whole defense. I mean, it's not just one person. They do a good job of getting to the ball and making plays. And they do a really good job of stripping, like holding you up and trying to strip the ball. So we're gonna have to protect, you know, the football in all aspects of the game. So throwing, running, you know, overall they have a very sound defense.
You mentioned that national championship against LSU. Is there a different mindset when you're coming off of a loss against a team and playing them again, like in these revenge games?
No, I mean, like we always say, it's not about them and it's about us. So I mean, I don't think it's a different mindset at all. It's just, I mean, other than we don't want to lose, but that's going in every week. So.
What kind of response have you seen from the offensive line during this bye week? I know that
playing with a chip on the shoulder. Yeah, I mean, everybody hears everybody talking. I mean, we don't need to pay attention to it, but you're still going to hear it. So I feel like they've come out this past week and really improved. Did a great job communicating, letting everybody else on the field know, you know, what we have, odd, 4 down. So they've done a really good job of progressing, so hopefully we can keep building.
You don't get many opportunities to play in venue first time anymore. I mean, is that kind of cool to you to go see this new?
Yeah, I mean it's going to be a fun experience. You know, their whole motto, the 12th man, and everything. It's going to be a very cool experience for myself. Hopefully, it'll be a good experience though.
Thanks, AJ.